What's up, Vankers?
Hello, Vankers.
How is everybody doing?
How are we doing? Are we feeling good, baby? I'm feeling good because the IndyCar season is in full swing, and we are lucky enough to have the man, the myth, the face of IndyCar on the podcast today to talk about all things IndyCar, Indy 500, and most importantly, the race, the new race at Arlington. We have Arrow McLaren driver Pato O'Ward on the pod.
We're back on the pod.
That's
what
right.
up? What up? What up?
That's right. We're back. This is, I think, third
Three
time?
or four? Third, fourth time?
You might be our number one guest, Pato.
Man, I love these invitations. You guys are
Yes.
super fun. You guys, you know your shit. You guys are fun. You know how to have fun. That's important. And
Keep
I
going.
genuinely-
Keep
no,
complimenting.
yeah. Don't stop there.
Don't
You want some
stop.
more poker chips?
I want some more compliments. Exactly.
That's right.
no, I genuinely really enjoy these invitations. So as soon as my pal Will was like, "Hey, gonna put this on the calendar," I was like, "Let's go."
Let's do it.
Hell yeah. Well, we love having you on because I think, that
Honestly,
same
I was
thing,
kind of
it's-
bummed it wasn't in person, but
Of course. But, fun recognizes fun as game recognized game, and I think that's what people love about you. That's why people gravitate to you so much. But we want to go into the life and times of one Pato O'Ward. So we've made a little photo album for you to react to today. So we're just going to get straight into it, and we just want you to look at these photos. We'll talk about them, and you can react to what these times bring up for you.
oh, we're gonna go deep, aren't we?
We're gonna go deep today, dude.
Yeah.
We're gonna go deep.
Oh, love
Okay.
depth.
So let's start from the very beginning.
Oh, well, that's oh, mini me. I was really small there. That was probably it was probably almost right before then. I almost died actually. I have a scar here, and I had a pretty important surgery. In Spanish it's called píloro, because basically everything that I was having food wise, it would just come back, so I wasn't actually getting any nutrients. Maybe that's probably why I'm a little cuckoo, but yeah, that means I'm alive. And I was good, and I was ready to start living.
So you had like a surgery when you were like just a baby to fix this issue?
Yeah, like, man, yeah. I mean, I was really, really young. I mean, not even close to the year, I would say. It was
I
just
see.
a couple months, I would say.
So you were living on the edge from day one, dude.
Always living on the edge. Otherwise, you're taking too much space. Who said that? I didn't say that. I would love to say I did, but
So your whole life you've been chasing like being right at the edge of being alive. That's been
always.
always from that is such a crazy. That is so crazy to think about. It might have all started
Gotta live
right
a life
there.
worth living, bro.
Yeah, right.
Here's the question.
Right.
How long from this point on did the dream of I'm going to be a race car driver, when did that, I mean, at this point you didn't know what that was, but I mean, at what age did you say to yourself, I want to race cars, bikes, whatever, what your introduction to the world?
I'll tell you. I was about 5 years old. No, I was 6, and there was this close track to my parents' house in Monterey, local kart track, which doesn't exist anymore because the hurricane took it a few years back. But my cousins, one was older and one was younger, they were racing, and they were each in their class. I had already had a go-kart from my grandpa, because he's always been the one into all of this stuff, motorcycles, go-karts, and anything with engines. And so I knew what they were. And on a Sunday, I was like, yeah, I'm bored. I'm gonna go watch these guys race. And I remember watching one of them. I believe it was the younger one, and he was doing so bad. And I was like, dude, like, In my head, I was like, dude, you
Yeah.
suck. Like, I can do better than that.
Mhm.
And like, I bet you I can win. And that night is where I told my dad, and I feel like I still kind of live by that in like who you are since you're a little kid. Like, I feel like that's still in me because I a lot of things that I haven't done before and or maybe didn't have much interest or were part of my plan. I feel like I've experienced certain things where I'm like, hey, I can do that, or I should be able to
Mhm.
do that, kind of in a competitive way. And then I just start doing it. And basically to prove myself that, like, to prove my own point, basically, to myself.
So,
um,
so if your
yeah,
cousin wasn't so shit at karting, you might not even be here.
exactly.
So what's he doing
Exactly.
now? What's he doing now?
No karting, not racing. He's yeah, he's working.
What's the
Yeah.
most recent thing you said to yourself, like a new skill where you're like, I think I could do that.
Fly
you're
an
doing it right.
airplane. So I'm gonna
Oh.
learn. I'm gonna get my license soon.
What is it with all you race car drivers needing to fly airplanes? I mean, is it not enough
You
to
don't
go
get
200
enough.
miles
Is
an
this
hour
going
in
200
India?
miles an hour in a circle not enough?
It's,
You got to do it in the
flying
air
on ground.
too.
Why do you have to fly in the air?
Man, just imagine, like, I mean, I don't have a girlfriend right now, but imagine when I have one, and be like, yeah, let's go, let's fly. Who's gonna fly? Who's gonna fly? I'm gonna fly.
Pato, you have a fucking McLaren. You already have like a supercar. You need
I
a
have
plane too?
Oh, have you not seen my jet?
No.
Oh, you've got.
You have a jet too?
Of course, but I want to be able to fly it.
But no, but it's more cool to just pay some other fucking guy to fly it.
Well, yeah, that's what I'm doing right now. But imagine being able to drive it myself.
Okay.
Right. But isn't it boring? I guess
I
I'm
just
like,
sounded like such a tool.
I guess I just feel like isn't flying a plane kind of boring compared to it's like flying.
Oh
one of
no,
those
bro!
blue-
Wait till you feel that power, that Jet A fuel just.
Because you don't see, because when you're driving a car, you get the reference points. When you're in the air, you don't really know how fast you're going.
No,
right?
dude, sunset flights with like the beautiful sky, and then the ground looks like a gold mine. It's awesome.
Okay.
Okay.
All right.
Well,
Note to self: I'm buying a jet. Let me just write this down 1 second.
well,
Yeah.
listen.
You
said to
converted me,
yourself-
Pato. I'm sold.
You said to yourself, I can do lots of things. I could do this. I could do that. I could do that. To the point where you made your way to IndyCar and you were a phenom from the get. This is your first win in IndyCar in Texas, 2021.
I had never shot a gun before. That was my first time.
You said, "Hey, I can do that."
Oh no! Before the race, actually, I was just so intrigued by the guns, and I was like, I want to be holding those. I want to shoot them.
Uh-huh.
And look at me. I mean, I'm having the time of my life shooting the guns.
I mean, you got them both. I don't know if this is edited, but you got them both going off at the same time. We got the flames coming out. You hit a little double shot right there.
Man, that's still the best trophy that I own.
Yeah.
It's awesome. It's one of the best ones.
Can you talk to us about kind of that first win? Kind of, did you say to yourself like, "Oh my God, I just won an IndyCar race. Like, I can't believe I just did that," or was that same degree of confidence just kind of present with you?
To me, it was like I had been so close to winning the year prior to that. Like, I think I was second place like 5 times, and I was so close. And I would have never imagined it coming there, actually, because Texas Motor Speedway, it was usually a track that really favored guys that had a lot of experience there. Because I mean,
Garden's
honestly,
like always a weapon there,
dude,
usually.
the first few laps around Texas Motor Speedway, holy shit! Like, it is, feeling wise, it is one of the most rewarding super speedways that you can go to, because of the G's that you're pulling and the speeds that you're and the speeds that you're hitting there. And it just, to me, it was a little bit of like, hey, I've always known that I can do this, but like, now we did it. And I don't think it was just like a me thing. I think it was also a team, the
Mhm.
guys in the pits and the strategist and the engineer and like all these different things, which ended up as us beating Penske Newgarden actually, which made it even better. So um, it was a little bit of like a little bit of just feeling like, hey, we're headed the right direction, and it was nice to get it out of the way. Also being in Texas, which obviously holds a pretty special place in my heart, having lived there for a really long time.
Yeah. Well, we wanted to talk to you about Texas because that was a bit of a home race for you there. But now we've got this race coming up in Arlington. You got to throw out the first pitch at the Rangers game. Tell us about what this new big home race kind of means to you.
I mean, IndyCar knows how to do a good event. They know how to make these events pretty special, not just for us to be part of them, but obviously for the fans. And there's been a lot of great additions to the calendar. I feel like a lot of the new additions weren't able to stay, so it's cool that we're also coming back to a market that we've lost since 2023, which was the last time that we were at Texas Motor Speedway. And I'm pumped, man. I mean, Arlington is obviously um, is a huge place in Texas. There's a lot of people. There's a lot of young people, which I think is super special for this and important for this demographic that we're trying to attract. And with the Rangers being part of it, the Cowboys being part of it, um, Indy cars are fast. They sound good.
Hmm.
It's it's just I feel like it's a right formula to making this a long-standing event in the IndyCar calendar. So um, yeah, I was just super excited to hear that it was coming back to life, basically, because I did miss going to Texas.
And talk us through, like, have you been on the simulator yet with it? Have you walked the track? Like, what makes this? What separates the street
Um,
track? You think from the other street tracks on the calendar? What do you think makes this one special?
so I've seen it. I have not driven it. I've seen the track map and I've walked, I guess, across certain places, but I haven't really
Yeah.
walked the whole thing. Um, I I haven't driven it in the simulator because it wasn't ready whenever I was there at the GM sim. So sadly, I'll be raw dogging it when I get there. But I I'm looking forward to the great event that it's gonna be. Um, I have it's probably the most packed race weekend that I have all year because
Hmm.
everybody wants something. Um, and so I'm actually heading there early to kind of space things out because I want to be focused for performance, which is um, what usually takes care of everything in racing, right? You want to be winning, you want to be doing well. So um, yeah, how
For,
bumpy is it gonna be? I have no
yeah.
idea. I
I guess for that because you've got that long. How long is that straight? That straight is
It's freaking long. I mean, I don't
yeah.
know how long it is, but I think we're gonna be hitting close to 200 miles an hour.
So on that, so when you look like a track like this in terms of like you talking with your engineers and strategists about like how you're going to set up the car, like is it feels like on a track like that where you have such a long straight, it's like, do you set yourself up for intense straight line speed, or are we going to make ourselves up in the corners? It's like where are we going to set up the downforce? Kind of like what would you prefer? Do you want to be lightning quick on that straight so you can pass anyone that you want? Or are you trying to find a middle ground there?
Um, it it might become a little bit like a Detroit approach. There's
Mm-hmm.
a lot of really tight corners in Detroit, but obviously there's a huge straightaway. Arlington, I don't think there's as many tight corners, so I think you're going to be um, in a different mode qualifying versus the race. So I wouldn't be shocked if people start trimming, because it does look like there's, quite a bit of speed to be gained on those long straightaways. But man, it's gonna dictate so much on like how the rubber gets laid down, um, what's like the bump frequency, independent zones and stuff like that. So yeah, I think it's gonna be learn as we go when we get there. But I wouldn't be shocked that, at seeing people get creative and exploring.
What do you think the chaos factor is? I mean, whenever a series comes to a new track, there's always going to be. I mean, you guys go to St. Pete's every year, and that's always a shit show. But I can't even imagine what kind of shit show it's going to be. Are you imagining like lots of just chaos and crashes, and people like not being able to deal with the surfaces that they've never seen before? I mean, what are you predicting for this first race?
You remember the Nashville when we went there first?
Yeah.
The winning strategy was 7 pit stops. So
Right.
what am I expecting? Well, obviously it's the same for everybody. No one knows what's happened there because blank slate. I would expect more chaos than normal because people don't know the track. We're gonna need to explore. We're gonna need to get creative. Like everybody learns the track in a different way. Like every driver's got their style, right? So everyone does things a little bit differently, and sometimes it works for some, sometimes it doesn't work for others. So I would see, people going in the runoffs, testing the braking zones. You'll probably see some cars smashing the wall, trying to extract the limit there. So I think you'll see a little bit of everything, and the race is obviously going to be, the sims, as in, our like robo patos and stuff, could tell us a little bit of what is going to be the preferred, but you can't take into account how the traffic's going to be. You can't take into account, some guy's going to decide to cause a crash in turn 8 or whatever, and then what is that going to do? We've obviously got the double-sided pit lane, so I think it's going to be chaotic. I would bet on that rather than like it being a easy breezy smooth weekend for everybody. Like I just don't see that way.
It's definitely going to put on a show. It's so awesome to see IndyCar kind of take such a big swing. It's I mean, the stadium, it's just such an epic. We were there for the launch, and it just feels. It's like you go to the Indianapolis Motor Speedway and you kind of feel the gravity of it. And this race feels like it kind of taps into that same kind of like, this is big, like this is a serious event. And IndyCar's been making a real push recently. We got some pretty intense commercials. I mean, Super Bowl commercials. We got some. I mean, these were like little mini movies. Can you talk a little bit about some of the new promotion that IndyCar's been doing and what it's like? Kind of, are you feeling like a movie star when you're doing these commercial shoots, Pato?
Oh yeah, I definitely feel like a movie star. I've had so much fun shooting these commercials with Fox, and the one that we did, well, end of last year, but it was for this year. It's got to be one of the funnest productions I've ever been a part of, driving that garbage truck, and I really enjoyed all the other ones that they did as well, for Joseph, for Will, for Alex. I mean, I was a little shocked to have made an appearance on 3 out of the 4 commercials. But,
don't be don't.
We're not
modest,
shocked,
Pato. You're not
we're
shocked.
Not shocked.
Come on.
You. Come on.
Really,
But,
me? Really, little old me?
I guess. But I thought they were so good, man. I genuinely I watched them and I was like, that's pretty cool.
How much of your own driving did you do in the with the garbage truck?
Oh man, everyone's asked me that.
Yeah.
They didn't trust me with the garbage truck, so I had to stop, man. I'm sorry. I'm sorry to let you down.
Was that hurtful? You're like, you don't trust me to drive this thing?
Yeah,
or?
exactly. Because I said like, hey, I can drive it. They're like, well, and I was like, okay, that's fine.
Okay.
Do you have any aspirations to act one day?
I'm honestly, as long as they let me kind of twist the character with
Yeah.
with with a little bit of me. Yeah,
Yeah.
I feel like I'm very bad at trying to pretend like I'm somebody else, but I'm very
Sure.
good at being myself. So yeah, as long as as long as it's not like very fixed character, yeah,
Sure.
I don't mind.
Pato doesn't
If
take
they let
direction. He
Pato
doesn't
be
stick to the
Pato.
script. But, yeah.
Yeah, yeah. Do you
It's
have
because
any?
you just gotta know. It's kind of like with anything, you know. I know I'm not good at everything, so the things that I suck at, well, you find people that are great at them.
Yeah.
So I know what I'm good at, so don't try and suppress it, you know?
That's right. Do you have any
Right.
favorite racing movies? Are there any like movies that that you watched growing up where you felt like, oh my, like,
Oh, Rush is cool. Rush is
yeah,
cool. I really like Rush. That's probably my favorite racing movie. I mean, Talladega Nights is super funny, but I'd say Rush is more it, it's more badass for sure.
sure.
Um, what other ones? Yeah, I'll go with Rush. I really enjoyed that one.
You ever seen Driven?
With
Still with
Sylvester
still
Stallone?
Yes,
Stallone? Yeah.
it's the IndyCar movie.
No, I need to watch it.
That
I've been told to watch that in Days of Thunder.
It's
that
crazy.
one that one is that one's wild. That one definitely takes some liberties. They start racing without helmets. They through
Oh
the
wow.
streets of, I think, maybe like San Francisco or something like that. And that
They
one's
go
definitely
flat
wild.
out. They each take a demo car and they just leave and they race each other through the streets. No helmet, wind in their hair. It's amazing.
Um, let's keep it moving. Listen, Pato, you're on top of the
Oh
world.
no,
You're on
no,
top of the
no,
world. Listen,
no, no.
listen. You're the king
We
of
picked you
IndyCar.
up just so we could crash you down. That's what we do
Listen,
here.
I know
Oh.
it's all smooth sailing, but the highs wouldn't be high if there weren't low lows. Obviously, you've had your relationship with the Indy 500 is it's a will they or won't they at this point. But you've had such amazing races there. I mean, we were there in 2023. You had that crash. Obviously, in 2024, you were right there. And last year, you're always up there. You're at the beginning of your career. But can you kind of talk about, like, I think people were really they when they saw your reaction after losing the race. I think this is something as more millennial, Gen Z, younger athletes. They're not afraid to wear their heart on their sleeve, which I think a lot of people really connected with you on. That you weren't afraid to just kind of like lay it all out there. Obviously, months of training going into it. But can you just kind of like talk about those experiences, what you've learned from that, what you take away, and what you think of when you see these photos?
Ah, it's very reminiscing to like my first love, you know, highs are high, lows are low. But
Yeah.
I
Okay, yeah.
I don't know how to. I, the best way I can explain it really is just imagine there's a bottle, right, and that bottle keeps on, it just keeps on filling up with a lot of emotions, right? And I think that day, um, I I really think that race, like the race that I ran that day, was
Mm-hmm.
one of the best races, if not the best race that I've ever done in my career. I know I didn't end up winning, but I genuinely, truly believe, and even like I've watched it back and seen it, and it is everything was so on the edge, and there were so many um opportunities and or kind of scenes during the race where I shouldn't have been able to come out the other way.
Mm-hmm.
And just the pure emotion of like having saved the car so many times after putting myself in certain positions and or like just fighting through the pack and putting myself in position to win that damn race in like in the fashion, like it's just the whole race, seeing it from the outside was what made it so emotional, because it was so close, but just like I shouldn't have been there fighting for it in the first place, which is what made it so even more like, oh, like pain. Like it was pure heartbreak. And I had never felt so many emotions in a race like that. Like even during the race, um, obviously the adrenaline clouds a lot of it, but once it kind of wore down a little bit and I like just stopped the car and kind of digested what just happened, I couldn't control it. Like I had so many emotions, like feeling so many different things. Like I was so proud, but I was also so disappointed, and just so many different I felt like I was getting pulled every way. Um and that's what you saw. I mean, I think you saw like the raw emotion of what it
Yeah.
is that I wouldn't necessarily say like, you know, what obviously what would have it meant to me. Yeah, I'm sure it's gonna feel insane when I win it, but just everything that led to that, like the relationships that I've created through my journey with Arrow McLaren, right? With my engineer, with my performance engineer, with my mechanics, like everyone, like that you're carrying everyone for this dream, and they are rowing with you, and just the accumulation of all of that was just shocking. Was very shocking to me, and I mean, I look back at it now, and I mean, I feel actually very fortunate that I've been able to really feel what it all means, even if I actually haven't quite won it. Like I know what that place represents. I know what what it means to win an Indy 500, and what I hope for in my career is hopefully one day I'm able to experience the magic that everybody talks about, because I feel like I've experienced it, but I haven't won the thing, but I've already
Right.
feel like I've genuinely felt the magic from the Indy 500. So I can't imagine what it feels like whenever you actually chugging the milk.
Sure.
Well,
sure.
you've had it in your hands. Like, you know what it feels like to have it, like to be that close. Brian and I talk a lot about, and I think a lot of people talk about like how athletes handle their emotions, and are some athletes too emotional, or some athletes too closed off. And hearing you talk about this, it seems like in the race you're managing your emotions, and like sometimes maybe the emotions can help you. And like, how do you wrestle with that as an athlete? Like, using them to help you, not letting them overwhelm you, letting them overwhelm you in the right moments, like at the end of the race.
Yeah.
How do you decide how to manage these emotions, how to show vulnerability, like in the moment, after the moment, all that?
Um, During the race, you don't really you don't really feel too much emotion beside. I mean, a lot of the times when you do feel an emotion, it's anger or frustration
Mm-hmm.
because of the adrenaline. So since you're in such a kill mode, or at least I am, I you don't get sad. You don't even that like doesn't that I don't even think that has an in to
Mm-hmm.
to to feeling that way in when you're in the race. Besides like the more, I guess, powerful ones, which to me have always been more like just hot-headed anger,
Yeah.
um,
Right.
which as you mature, you know how to control. But I would say when you jump out of the car, and or maybe when you're not at the racetrack, like it can happen while you're on a flight, it can happen when you're at home, or just when you really go into um, into your mind, really into your memories, and you play it all back, and you remember what it felt like, and you remember like maybe how much it's cost you to get there, and how much you've experienced and gone through just to search for that moment, and just to get to that moment. Like, not even, hey, I need to win this race. No, like just being in that moment is very special in itself. And I would say that is, to me, is what usually makes everything so much more powerful. Um, because it's not about the moment, but the story that's taking you to that, if that makes sense. And um, I've never really been an advocate of um like muted out. I actually think if you learn how to digest your emotion and you you learn from yourself, but also you need to learn why you feel a certain way. And if you didn't feel good about maybe something that you did, well, maybe pick and choose or dive into that. Because, well, I think it'd be great for you if you don't make yourself feel like that, if it is something that you can control, you know? So um I've always loved that part of it, actually, of being able to enjoy the experience. And I don't think it'd be as fun if it was just all good. Like I genuinely don't like I genuinely think the frustrations and um having those tough moments actually is what make it really nice in the end. When you achieve a goal, when you achieve something, that is what truly makes it special. It's not because everything's always been great. Yeah, I would love to be winning every race and every championship, but I genuinely think um having those lows is what makes the good so powerful. And
Mhm.
and I truly believe that's what people will be able to see when this moment comes for me, because they've seen the journey. It hasn't been 1 year, 2 years, not 3 years, but 4, 5, 6. Every year is a different story that adds on to that,
Mhm.
which will all be a part of my story. Which will be different to Scott Dixon's, will be different to Joseph Newgarden's.
Right. Can you just before we move on, I just want to hone in on just the experience of the 500 and kind of, it just feels, we were kind of, we were like, yeah, you hear about it. And then we went and we saw it and we felt it, and just how epic it is and how long it is. Just kind of, when you're you talked about during, that race, kind of like you thought you were out of it, you have to crawl your way back through the field. Like, how do you kind of navigate, especially now that you've done it so many times, like how do you navigate that race as opposed to, say Texas Motor Speedway or say Iowa? Like what is the difference that the 500 has?
One, the speed. Um,
Yeah.
Closing speeds are insane, and when people are being stupid out there, um, it is such a long race. Let them be stupid, because they're not
Mhm.
going to finish the race. So just really realizing who you should be kind of playing tango with and who you should just watch from afar and let them do whatever it is that they want to do, because that there's always that one, two, or three guys in the race where you're just like, dude, you gotta chill. But
Yeah.
I've I feel like I've always had a pretty good radar of when to take the risk and when not to.
Mm.
Um, but it's an ever-changing thing during a race, right? Because it depending on where you're at, you need to take the risk of basically a variable change, right? Who are you fighting against? Is it somebody that's going to be very strong in the pits as well? Like, do you need to push
Mm.
more in the in lap, on the out lap? There's a lot of different things that you need to take into consideration that do result in a lot of track position. But to me, it's always been, I always start the race super chill, actually. Like, I genuinely
Mm.
don't. Man, it's 500 miles, it's 2.5 hours. Yellow flags will fall, and you don't know
Right.
when they're gonna fall. Like, you can be leading, and if you get caught out by one, like, you're going straight to the back. So
Right.
just because you've been in the back for the majority of the race doesn't mean you're not gonna have a shot. Actually,
Right.
when I've had a shot, I've usually spent like the whole race like 15th, which I wouldn't recommend. It's not really that fun back there, but um, I that's just how mine's played out recently. And
Right.
um, I've had others where I've been starting there, but then I quickly make my way up and then I stay there. So
Right.
every 500 is different, and you just gotta be aware. You just gotta be aware of what's going on, and um, run your race. Like, don't try and replicate someone else's race, because it probably won't work out in the end if you're just trying to chase one guy, because there's too many that can win it, especially with a little bit of lady luck. Oof.
Right.
Speaking of chasing one guy.
Yeah, that's what we're all doing right now.
That's what we're all doing right now. Yeah, well, I guess we'll go. We'll go here. We got you with Mr. Palou right here. I mean, he's on a historic run. You know, you guys are kind of the two, you know, young guns in this game. What have you seen from him these last few years? What have you I guess when you see his performances, like, what are things that maybe you're taking from them? What are you seeing out of him? And I'm just curious about your thoughts. And is, you know, this little, it's, you guys are so nice, so it doesn't feel, you know, it's like the rivalry. I want to see you guys, like, kind of, you look at you're like chummy here. I kind of want to see you guys, like, punch each other off track. Is that, can we maybe get that in 2026? What's going to take for you to take him down?
Alex is too nice. Alex is too nice to be taking over the sport. It's very problematic.
I mean, you're seeing somebody that is extracting the most out of every tool that he has. He's in a great machine, Chip Ganassi Racing, a great team that also performs for him. No reliability, no issues in the pits. The car is always, you know, to the standard that a championship winning car has to be at. And he's also operating at a very high level. Like, I think there's three pretty key parts to that. And I don't think there's a stronger pairing right now as it's been proven, because you know, I don't think other teams are as consistent as Ganassi. I don't think the other teams' race cars are as consistently good as Ganassi's. You know, I wouldn't say that we would have seen the same from Alex Palou if he actually would have come to McLaren when he was negotiating to come over here. So I think he's in the right tools. He's doing a great job, and he's extracting everything from what he's got. And I think he takes advantage of people that aren't sometimes. And I also, you know, I can't say that you know, Honda has been a very tough competitor for us at Chevy the last few years. And honestly, after seeing St. Pete, a little bit of what they brought there for their street course package, you know, I can't tell you that we're not a little bit worried. They're genuinely always stepping up and bringing something better and better. And right now we're chasers. Like, we are chasing. We're not up to those levels that Palou, Ganassi, and Honda have set against us and the whole paddock. And that's where the bar is right now. And when that bar is, it's like, you don't have to be doing top fives anymore all the time. You need to be doing top fives, and you need to be winning races all the time. Right. And I don't think that's a bar that's going to come down, because as long as that pairing is still strong, I don't see that changing much. So it's going to really force everyone else's hand to step it up, because there's no other option. Otherwise, he's gonna win the championship again. So I'd love to be a competitor to Alex in you know, in these years that he's had so much success, and I do believe that we are capable of making him sweat a little bit more than what we have in the last few years, because last year I just think was way too easy for him. So that's what we're working hard for.
I know that you guys have a brand new facility in Indy over at McLaren. Can you talk about kind of what McLaren has, you know, in terms of Zak's investment and McLaren's kind of, you know, the team's attitude, and in terms of getting there and putting you in that position to be able to fight with Ganassi and Palou?
Yeah, I mean, we've got a new home, huge upgrade to where we were, and you know, we're pushing hard, man. We really are. We've got some great new talent joining the team. We've got great talent that stayed in the team for many years, and I truly believe that's what's going to take us there to be able to challenge Alex and Ganassi, not just, in a certain weekend, but throughout the year. And I I think whenever we've had weekends where we are strong, those aren't really weekends that we need to change so much, but it's these guys don't have a bad weekend. They don't. A bad weekend is a fifth place. And a fifth place in IndyCar is pretty freaking good. If you're there every single weekend, like, you'll be sitting pretty in your championship. But yeah, when the bar has been raised so much, with now you gotta be winning the amount of top fives that you used to be able to get. Well, that obviously makes it a little bit tougher. But we're pushing hard. We're obviously, one of the teams that have made it at least somewhat competitive to him, at least in the majority of the races. But for sure, in over the course of the year, they've really set a standard that is very high.
Well, if McLaren's going to take this thing from them, this is the duo that's going to do it. We got you with the boss man, Zak Brown. Can you talk a little bit about you guys' relationship? What's it like having Zak Brown as a boss?
Me and Zak. Zak's a great boss. I admire Zak a lot. I mean, what he's been able to do, especially on the Formula One side, I think is to admire and to really just appreciate to be a part of it. I'm a small crumb to what the Formula One team is, but I love to see their success. I wouldn't say that I celebrate it because I don't think I deserve to celebrate that. Because I'm wired to want to be a leader. At least that's how I see myself. And my role in IndyCar is a little bit more of where my nature lies. And I love being able to help lead this team and, winning races, challenging and competing, but also, kind of bringing it back to life where it obviously wasn't as successful as it's been in the last few years. And every year we keep on building, getting better. So it was nice. That picture was in Toronto. It was nice to have Zak finally at a win in the flesh. And it was also at a place where, to me, it was very difficult. I always had very difficult race weekends in Toronto, right. And I was determined to change that. And I was pretty bummed after qualifying where I knew we had more pace, and we had a little bit of luck in the race to where our strategy kind of led to, and we fought our way to win that race. So it's just nice to share that moment with him, and I know Zak is a racer. Zak is a fan. Like, he genuinely loves to see his racing drivers, accomplish their dreams, and he wants to be there for that. So great to have somebody in our team and in our brand as a whole involved like that.
And didn't you say that, true or false, a bird shit on your car before that race?
Yes, the bird. Yeah, the bird in the morning took a nice big old dump on the car, and one of the mechanics. And I looked at him and I said, "Today's gonna be a good day," and he freaking won.
Are you a superstitious guy at all? I know a lot of racers are. I mean, are you at all? Do you wear like the same socks for every race? Do you have any kind of like superstitions?
So I wouldn't say with like stuff that I wear and stuff. I wouldn't say with like suits and stuff because they all look the same, so I kind of lose track of which one I used to wear. Sure. But I've done it with helmets before. I've done it with a pair of shoes. So it depends, I guess. And yeah, I don't know. I would say yes a little bit, because if I wasn't, then I really wouldn't have cared. So yeah, I think I'm a little bit superstitious.
We've seen you at the roulette table. We know that you like you must have a few numbers that you think there's a little bit extra luck on.
Oh man, roulette! The casino hasn't been nice to me the last few times. I honestly I love going there. It's just it's just so fun. So fun with your buddies, and Yeah, it's just such a great entertainment.
Well, speaking of Zak Brown, we have a little game for you here today. We have a little Zak Brown trivia game for you today. See how well you know the boss man.
Oh boy.
Okay, so question 1, Pato. What game show did Zak Brown win at age 12?
Oh, I've seen this video.
Was it A, Jeopardy, B, Wheel of Fortune, C, Double Dare, or D,
Wheel
The
of
Price is
Fortune,
Right?
B.
Yes.
Crushed it. Okay, second question. Zak Brown has raced at which of these events? 24 Hours of Le Mans, Daytona 24, British GT, or D, all the above?
I'll do British GT.
All the above.
He's done Daytona 24?
I think so.
Wait,
We'll
what?
have to check that. Jenny,
are we sure?
Okay, technically Zach didn't race, but he had a team in Le Mans.
Oh, Jesus,
What? That
Jenny.
doesn't count.
Okay.
That doesn't count. No,
Jenny!
Yes, Jenny.
Hey, all right.
This
All
was
right,
a botched
all right.
pit stop.
Zabat. All
All
right.
right, Matt, you want to do the next one?
All right, next. Which is Zach's favorite baseball team? A, LA Dodgers, B, Chicago Cubs, C, St. Louis Cardinals, D, New York Yankees.
I'll go the Dodgers.
Ooh, it's C,
Cardinals
the St.
fan.
Louis Cardinals.
Really?
Yeah.
Big Cardinals fan. If it went come Christmas time, if you want to give him a gift, to get like a retro Cardinals thing, think he'll.
Dude, he's got it all already. He's got everything.
What do you give a
What?
gift to a guy like that? I mean, have you like tried to like shop for him come holidays? What do you give a guy?
You call him because
Yeah.
he's already got everything.
Yeah.
So I actually think he appreciates a call and a chat.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay. And final question. Zach gets tennis lessons from A, Novak Djokovic, B, Serena Williams,
Novak.
C, Rafa. Does he talk about that? I'm sure he's talked about that in the paddock.
Dude,
Yeah.
Novak Djokovic, what a goat.
Yeah. Wait, we also want to know what are his hugs like?
Strong hugs.
Yeah.
He always talks about breaking drivers' ribs. Do you ever feel like you're in threat of being injured?
No,
Okay.
no, he's fine. And then when he gives you a handshake, he like pulls you towards him.
Yeah. That's a move. You know, men of that generation, they love to do that. Even in this picture, you can see it in this picture. He's got your hands out, his hands right on the chest. It's something with the boomers. I don't know what it is, but
Zach's not afraid to. He's not afraid to street fight.
Yeah.
Zach's not afraid from the streets.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's
He'll
not
put you in
afraid
a
of the streets.
He'll put you in a headlock.
yeah.
Yeah.
Those knuckles look big. Listen, Pato, before we leave you, you know, we got this big race coming in Arlington. Obviously, you have your roots in Mexico, but you know, Tex-Mex is the signature food. When I think of Texas, I think of Tex-Mex. So we wanted to give you an either or when it comes to Tex-Mex. Okay, so fajitas or nachos?
Fajitas. Protein.
Okay. Well, you could get protein on nachos. Not as much.
Yeah, but it's not enough. I like a lot of protein.
Fajitas or chili con carne?
Fajitas.
Fajitas or chips and queso?
Fajitas.
Fajitas or chicken enchiladas?
Fajitas.
Fajitas or puffy tacos?
Fajitas.
Fajitas or breakfast tacos?
Fajitas.
Okay, so
Fajitas,
does
right at
anything
the
beat
table.
fajitas? Anything above it, or is it that's the gold
Like
standard?
a juicy tomahawk or something? Yeah.
Yeah.
I had that last night, actually.
Okay,
There's
okay.
a great place here in Phoenix, a Mexican restaurant called Miel de Agave. great place. The short rib and the tomahawk. Okay. Oh, and the corn.
Matt, do we have to tell him our fajita story?
Just tell him, and I'll leave. I'll leave. I'm gonna walk away.
So we'll leave you with this. So my first time we went to the Austin GP at Circuit of the Americas, we flew into Houston because my girlfriend's family's from Houston. She grew up in Houston. Matt came down with us, Jenny too, and they took us out to dinner because we drove from Houston to Austin. We had 2 nights there, and we went to a Tex-Mex restaurant, and we got fajitas. Now, Matt and I are from New York. There's not a lot of Mexican restaurants in New York, not a lot of fajitas in New York. So we get the fajitas. They bring the accoutrement. They bring the tortillas, and they bring the sour cream, and all the stuff that's going to come with it. And Matt, having never had fajitas before, thought that this was the meal. So at one point we look over and he's just eating the tortillas raw. We look over and Matt's just taking a big bite of like 3 stacked tortillas.
3? What?
He didn't want to be rude. He was like, I guess this is the meal.
Yeah, I know. And by the time all the shit came, I didn't have any tortillas left. And I was like... I was like, oh, that's the meal? I thought I was just trying to be polite. I was like, I guess this is it. I guess I'm putting cream and shit on the tortilla.
I thought this was going to be a story of like you had to rush to the bathroom or something.
No.
Well, yeah, maybe for other reasons, but no, that was so that now lives on in the lore of my my girlfriend's families. But now he knows the fajitas the right way. As do you. You like the case. You like the protein. And you know what? I think you're gonna eat this year, Pato. We expect an Indy 500 from you in 2026. Let's make it happen. A win in Arlington. Let's make it happen. Thank you so much for coming on the pod. Would you honor us, Pato O'Ward, with a goodbye, Vankas?
Vankas?
Yes.
Yeah.
Goodbye, Vankas.
Yes.
Goodbye, Vankas.